play and then be offline and be like, oh, well, I didn't get any of that recorded.
I'm obsessed.
You're obsessed with what? That's why I don't get into this shit. Oh my god. Show me, show me. Pretty sexy, but I'm not gonna subscribe to you anymore because you're a little expensive, baby. It's something Owens, whatever her name is, but she is fucking the most beautiful girl. But she's like lives in another country, so. Hello, everybody. Let's see how long we get to play this game. Throw my dip in real quick before we get started. Yeah, her name's Katie Owens, and she lives in. It says the real Katie Owens, but she lives in fucking goddamn motherfucking, like, somewhere. I think she lives here in the States, but she's like not the. But she sounds like she's foreign. She's like, oh, what do you think of my dance? What do you think of me? I'm like, I think you're pretty sexy, woman, but I don't think that I'm ever gonna be able to see you or actually see you in real life because it's 114 to 66. God damn. That is 48 points we're up by now. Okay. Okay. I will say that. 48 points. That's a pretty good lead. If we can get 2 more points, we'll be up in 50s. I gotta remind myself later today to text mom before I go to work. Hey, mom, can you give me some money? Because I feel bad asking her for money, but I just don't have the money right now. I'm gonna keep telling her that when I give her 1 year, maybe I need to check. I told him, I said, keeping a track of my stuff, my uh, training that I have to do, because every so often you have to redo training so that they know that this person has been refreshed on this. Because some training at Walmart is more important than others. Like fire safety training, in case of emergency fire safety training, you got to do the active threat training, which is another thing. So you got to make sure that you're able to, know where your stuff, where your stores, uh, contact places are, where your places where you can go, evacuational places where you go to certain places, like when I worked at when I worked at Harbor Freight, the one thing that they did was really cool was Long John Silver's was our place of contact for everybody to make sure everybody got down to Long John Silver's. There was a fire, earthquake, tornado, something like that, and the building was damaged and we needed to get out of the building. We'd all go to Long John Silver's A&W, which is right down the road. It's like maybe 500 feet down from us. So it's pretty cool. Let me fart one more time. So tonight we're gonna not tonight, but tonight when I get back from work, we're gonna finish. We're gonna try and play some more Civilization. I just want to go through all the mechanics. So that's why the game's taking so damn long to play. Because I want to make sure that we get everything covered. So we got we got two great admirals. We need to get a great scientist. Hopefully we'll get that in a bit. You know, then in a bit, it looks like we're pretty close. We're like, I think we're like 44 of like 60 or whatever. So I think we're pretty close for a great scientist. So we can get that science victory going because we're leading. We have finally gotten 21 technologies discovered. We have researched 21 technologies. That's more than anybody in. And science victory is the easiest victory to get in Civ 6 because there's so much science you can conquer in your district. Like campuses provide a hell of a lot of science. You get great scientists. You get libraries provide a lot of science. You have science tiles. Like some tiles will give out science because it's like part of your thing. You find a mine. You build a mine. You build a quarry. You get science out of that. You get science from being adjacent to where I'm at, Mount Vesuvius. And now if I can get the Pellegrin hills there, that'll be another couple of science stuff. I need to figure out how to do that because it is now dormant. But watch me put a city there and all of a sudden, boom, it becomes active again. Like fucking A. Just my luck. We finally got our third city within like 110 turns. I would have recommended to have another city, but the city that I wanted to settle on, the place I wanted to settle, I kind of screwed it up because my settler got captured by a barbarian, but we killed the barbarian. But they already destroyed my settler, so it was already gone. So I had to get another settler from Antium to go up to where I wanted to go next to Venice, close to Venice. Because I'm going to become suzerain of Venice, hopefully, eventually. We'll just have to see and wait on that. Only 6 so far? Okay.
And for the Pelicans, their shooting has been ridiculous. 75% on this game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Down low. Here's Davidson, and he goes in for the dunk.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and
Come on!
creating for others. He does
Hurry
this
up, Red.
game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with
The
a
Byron
point
going
guard
up in
that
there?
takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
He's covered by Matherin.
See, there's a term for it. What is it called when the state's capital is smaller than the city, a big city?
I found this on the web.
What is it called when a state capital is smaller than a city in the state?
Here's what I found.
I guess it's just easier to do it.
2 on the clock. And the shot goes down. He's got 15.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
There's our 5,
One that
our
the
4,
coaches
oh
will
5. There he
watch
goes.
Tomorrow with that player, you hate to see him give up in that situation.
We'll see how that goes.
And so it's New Orleans.
68.
We got one more quarter.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication
Watch
and
this.
connection between
Watch it.
teammates leading to
Oh.
the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all
That was
the
my
time,
last
but
shot,
to
too.
be able to play with that kind of feel.
Good job, Red. Well, Brevin, what has he got now? Hold on. He's got like 16 rebounds, doesn't he? He's got 20 assists. Jesus Christ, man. I have 3. I don't have that lot of assists in this game because this is hard for me. I got to be able to score more often than not. And there's my shot.
The Kings making a switch here. Will Grant is the
Die.
managing director of the U.S. men's national team. You've
Look.
gotten to see the wealth of international talent firsthand.
It's so true, B.A. I mean, I've got so much respect for the international game. You know, over 25% of the players in the NBA right now are international players, and they produce superstar talents like Doncic, Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic. The U.S. has more competition.
Who's 42? It's Nathan Knight. Yeah, fuck it.
Now than ever.
They got Bones Highland, and it's Hawkins in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Left side Jones. Pelicans cleared away.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Davidson. Good. He hits again.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been
simply
simply
sensational throughout this one.
Here's Bird. He's guarded by Highland. And it's Bird missing.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
Davidson. Good! That's another.
I'll kill Nathan that way.
He's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition.
Nathan, you better figure out something, boy. You better figure out how to get that post
Pass
shot.
to Evans.
Block. Nope.
To the inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up.
Oh,
He'll head to
thank
the
God.
line to shoot two.
Good job,
They're
Ryan.
doing some good work at the line this half.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pelicans.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
It'll be interesting to go back to this film in particular and see if there was an emphasis to get that ball down low, get it in the paint tonight. They've done that. It's paid off.
To the paint. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Got a hand on it. That's tipped. Sacramento has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. And there it is for him.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And so it's Highland who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Here's Davidson. Hits yet again. Wow.
Since this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Pass to Bird. And in terms of the league as a whole, there have been some of the highest scoring seasons in history the last few years, Grant.
Well, B.A., it's all about pace. And across the board, teams are playing much, much faster. Faster than ever. It also seems like defense might be turning into a lost art. So I don't know if it's all for the best.
Here's Davidson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And in deciding against lowering the minimum age for the NBA draft,
I
do
win.
you think it's fair to 17 and 18-year-olds who want to go pro?
You know, B.A., I do think it's fair. I mean, there are other avenues in today's basketball environment where compensation for these guys is possible. You have the overseas route. You have the G League Ignite. And, of course, now colleges have the NIL, so that's huge.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Ward passes to Davidson, and it's good! He hits another one, and there it is, 82 points.
This is a game that he will never forget. I know I won't.
Here's Carter, and he drains the quick shot.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
Inside. Davidson's shot is good.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Evans. He's guarded by Highland. Pass to Erickson. With the 10-footer. On the wing, Jones. And Grant, the play-in was added after you retired. You wish it was around when you played?
You know, B.A., no. But I do think we could have used it a couple of times in my years in Orlando. But, you know, in all fairness, the play-in is a success as it creates a Game 7 atmosphere. And the NBA really knocked it out the park with this one.
Jones against Jones. Jones, the pass to Knight. Out to the right wing. Jones against Jones. 6 on the shot clock. And Ward pulls it down. Ward's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Knight can't hit. New Orleans has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Davidson. And another one.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. 1:51 left in the game. Here's Evans. And there's the rejection. And they're able to recover. Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Davidson. He got it again. Sensational.
90 points. A legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a
long
time. Pass to Erickson. Now Carter. This one for 3. Nails it from 3. Carter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pelicans.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
Add this one to the win column. They're 57th of the year.
They have proven to simply be the better team of the two, winning all 4 games in this season series.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for T.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards.
Outside, Highland. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Davidson. And another basket for New Orleans.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Knight. And it's Davidson with a rebound. To the inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce.
Scott Moak here, Sacramento Kings public address announcer, with a question for everyone. Are you ready for some top plays? I've been glued to my screen since last week. Let's check out this week's top 4.
Coming up next, the Pelicans taking on the Bucks. For the New Orleans Pelicans, they've shown no fear so far this season. Now on the road against one of the toughest tests yet. You can bet they're salivating at the chance to cement their elite standing in this league. Bucks, Pelicans. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Zion Williamson is out there with T. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. Then there's Jason
DeAndre out of the way.
And it's Red in at the point. And for the Bucks, they've got Ayton. Banchero is out there with Cooper. Then it's Rodman. And it's Anunoby in at the 2 spot. Well, with the All-Star break behind us, Clark, what becomes the goal for teams clearly outside of that playoff picture?
A couple of things come to mind for me, Kevin. I mean, you want to give the young players an opportunity to grow, give them more reps, and then you want to build momentum for the next season, if you will.
Here's New Orleans to the middle. And that one's good. Williamson.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
And here is Rodman. Passes it to Cooper. Lets the 3 fly. Drops in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Mathurin. Pass to Williamson. Down low. A nice shot by Davidson.
And every year, Williamson seems to take another leap as a distributor. Great pass on that one.
Red against Rodman. Here's Anunoby. Mathurin with some nice defense.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Back to Rodman. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And it goes down 2 points. Davidson
using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davidson's got 6.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Anunoby. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And he comes up with the deuce. 8 points for T.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Bucks trail by 9. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Pelicans. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And he dunks it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Pass to Cooper. To the paint. Can they get it? And that one's good, Ayton.
And and the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
To the inside. Here's Davidson. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Outside Mathurin. Inside. And again, shot good from Davidson. Davidson's got 14.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
So Clark, with his talent and upside, the future is extremely bright for Benedict Mathurin.
Very bright, shining extremely bright. I love this young man. Like his comportment, Kevin, as much as I like his athleticism and his ability to score at all 3 levels, he just seems to be unfazed and plays with the maturity and confidence that belies his youth.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
A nice shot by Davidson.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Cooper against Tate. Here's Ayton. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Ayton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns. Lazy.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And both free throws good for Rodman.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Timeout called. The Bucks coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing.
Carroll's looking like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this guy?
That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Banchero outside. Back to Rodman. And his 3rd shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. There's the pass to Williamson. Here's Davidson. That one goes. Count it. Davidson's got 22 points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Yep, that one goes.
The offensive talent, the ingenuity, size, strength. Banchero has a full book bag, folks.
Red kicks to Tate. Here's Red. Still yet to score. Here's Davidson. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Rodman leading the way. They get it back. Banchero. That one dropped for his 2nd bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Banchero fought for the board and converted nicely. That's a grit and grind bucket there.
Passes it to Davidson.
Get over.
Nice
get off me. Get off me.
Tate the pass to Davidson. Shoots over Anunoby. Good D by Anunoby.
Get off me, bitch.
Smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jump.
Here's Banchero. And he overshot that one, missing. Pelicans leading by 11. To the paint. And the dunk by Williamson.
That's just all Zion. Once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what. And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.